All right, welcome to our leadership call for today. I am not Heidi Phillips. I am logged in as Heidi Phillips because I'm going to record this call, but my name is Ali Schneider. I am a National Marketing Director in Lawrence, Kansas, and I am one of your five cherry bomb NMDs that putting this group together. And just so happens that the other four have other engagements today to build their businesses. And so I know Heidi's running around Texas doing events, and Robin, you guys, I can't wait for Robin to get back and tell us she has spent the week in Vegas with Eric Worre himself, the GoPro guy. I'm not going to tell you how much money she invested in this to be able to do this, but I can't wait for her to get back. She's just wrapping that up. She has been with the very top leaders in network marketing at Eric Worre's house this week. So that's going to be awesome. She's going to come back hopefully next week and tell us all about that. So we're really looking forward to that. Today, I just was going to share, I have a few things actually. There's some background noise. Hold on, let me mute everybody. Okay, there we go. All right. Sorry, AJ, I had to mute you just for the sake of this recording. But I'm going to share some things with you today that I've been talking to a lot of different people lately, and I just have, trying to put together some thoughts and what it takes to really build this business. And you guys, at the levels that you are at, you're in this. You've seen, you have some belief in it. And that's mainly what I'm talking about today is belief. But at the levels that you guys are at, you have been in it enough. You've had enough success. You've seen other people enough that, you've started to build that belief. But today I want to talk, really specifically about what it means to build that belief. How do you build that belief, and how do you turn that into building your business? How do you take, the belief that you have and really turn that into the opportunity of building your business? So as I was looking over, thinking about this, I actually looked up the definition, one definition of belief. And I'm going to read this to you guys twice. Confidence in the truth or existence of something not immediately susceptible to rigorous proof. Okay, so I think a big word is confidence. The first word, confidence in the truth or existence of something not immediately susceptible to rigorous proof. So basically having confidence in the truth of something that has not yet been proven, right? That's what belief is. So what does that mean in this business? In this business, for us to, to really do this, to build business big, to build big life, we have to have belief in the product, belief in ourselves, and belief in the business. And I'm not even going to talk about the product because actually product actually does have real proof. And so if you have not yet, if you're at this level, you have developed a belief in the product. But if you have new people on your team who maybe have not yet, don't have the belief that you do in the product, then they just need more education, because they're actually, that's not something that we have to have faith in because it's actually been proven. So with the research that we have, so that's really exciting. So I'm not going to talk about that, but I am going to talk about the belief in yourself and the belief in this business and putting it together. And how does that, what does that look like? So for me, some of you know my story, some of you don't. I made it to sales coordinator pretty fast. And honestly, I was a sales coordinator for about 4.5 years because I had a belief in the product, because it was proven. It had research behind it. I knew how I felt. I knew what the product was doing for people. So I made it to sales coordinator because of that. And I also stayed at sales coordinator for 4.5 years because of that, because my belief ended there. My belief was in the product so strong, and that'll get you, that'll get you a ways. But if you want to grow your business, you have to build your belief in not only this business opportunity, but in yourself within the business opportunity. And some of you, if you guys have been in this business long enough, just even no matter how long you've been in it, but to get to the level that you're at, that you have been through some personal growth. You can't be a part of this company and not have personal growth. So I know you've been there, and maybe it's not necessarily a lack of belief in yourself by any means, but seeing yourself in this business, and that belief is really big. So, for myself, again, as a sales coordinator, I feel like my belief in the product is what got me there. And it's also what kept me there, because I didn't extend that belief into this business and into myself in the business. So for me, it actually was someone else believing in me, that was believing in me doing this business, that was more powerful than me believing in myself. I feel like when I was going to conferences, I was connected, I was plugged in, but and I always knew, I really did, like in the back of my mind, I knew I could be a national marketing director, but I wasn't acting like it. This was a hobby, very much a side business for me. I wasn't acting like a national marketing director, so I wasn't going to be one. And I think part of that was because I didn't have that belief yet in myself in the business, and I'm going to share a little bit more of my background here in a little bit, but what happened was one conference where I was standing off to the side with, so my upline is Joy Kelly and Dr. Mitra Ray, and Mitra's husband, Doug, and it was actually during the National Marketing Director speeches, but we were just standing off to the side, and I was standing there with Mitra and Doug, and Doug just came up and he said to me, Joy has you pegged for the podium. And I don't even know, like that that sentence, one sentence that he said to me. And like in my mind, like I said, I had always known that if I wanted to be there, I could get there. But to hear it, not only that Joy thought I should be there, but that she had obviously talked to Doug about it, and that they both felt like I should be there. So it was more of like that, knowing that their belief in me really was more than just me believing in myself. So when someone else empowers you with their belief, for me, that was when I really saw the light. So what I want to encourage you guys, right now, you are all at least sales coordinators or higher. Believe in your team, and not just believe in them, but let them know that you believe in them. And a lot of times, it's going to be us believing in them before they see it themselves. Or maybe your upline, somebody believing in you before you saw it in yourself. But it's really important, if you want to grow your team, that you not only believe in yourself and you not only believe in this business, but you also believe in the people that you've brought into this business. You asked them to join your team. You're not just, we're not just going around asking random people that we don't know, that we don't believe in, that we don't think can do this. We want to recruit up. We want people who we think can do better than we are. So let them know that. It's really important to share. If you recruited somebody into this business and you see them on that stage, then they need to know where you see them, and and what you see for them. And they might not be ready for it. They might still not think that they can do it, or they're not there. But if they know that you believe in them, that's so huge, guys. So in building your business, empowering your team is an important part of that. And not, I think as leaders, which everyone on this call is in a leadership position, as leaders, I think sometimes, I know I do, feel like I have to do a lot, do it all. Do a lot of the work or whatever it is yourself. You have to plan things, you have to do all this, but empowering your team, teaching them, and then letting them fly is going to show them that you believe in them. Teaching them to do something and then having them turn around and do it themselves is going to give them that belief in themselves, show them that you believe, you believe they can do it. If you believe they can do it, then they're going to believe they can do it. So just as you're really focused on building team right now, which is where you guys all are, that I can't even express to you how important that is to really pick out the ones that you think that you believe in and let them know that. So how does that turn into the business? So what about, you know, the belief in this business opportunity? We all come from different backgrounds. You know, for me, I just didn't know what this opportunity was really all about. Like, honestly, when I was a sales coordinator, or, you know, even before I was a sales coordinator, so for that like 4.5 to 5 years that I was in the business, but I hadn't yet joined the mission, is what I say. I just didn't know. Like, I really didn't. I didn't understand network marketing. I had spent my life as an athlete. I was a college athlete. Then I was a college basketball coach. And then I started, you know, got in the fitness industry and started personal training. And like in all of those things, you really take pride in working harder than everyone else. You know, it's ingrained in me, like from the beginning as an athlete, that the more time you put in, the more time you spend in the gym, the more successful you're going to be. And so that was like my entire mindset. And I grew up on a farm. You guys, if anybody knows any farmers, you know what their work ethic is like, and you know what they believe in. And for me, that's all I knew. Like, I didn't understand this work smarter, not harder thing, and this the idea that of time freedom on anything like that, because time freedom meant that you weren't working hard, right? It meant that you weren't doing something, doing the best you could. And so it was really just a foreign even subject to me. But it took me getting on the inside to learn my truth. So when you go back to like the confidence in the truth of something, the definition of belief, you know, the confidence in the truth of something that hadn't been proven for me, learning the truth about this, I had to get in on the inside of it. So as the whole time I had spent kind of dabbling in it as a hobby, you know, I was never truly on the inside of it. So when I made a decision, which is what it is, I made a decision to become a professional at this, then the truth that I discovered was that it really is, it's an opportunity of health, financial independence, and time freedom. And like, it's still like, that just blows my mind. How in the world was I involved with Juice Plus for that long and didn't realize what it truly was, because I wasn't really in. I wasn't all in, so I hadn't yet discovered the truth on it. And I hadn't built that belief in myself and in the product. You know, I was so excited when I finally, you know, kind of started to get educated about how network marketing works. And I realized that, you know, the truth is there are actually skills that you can learn to be good at this. And for me, coming, you know, from a coaching background, skills, you know, if there's skills, then I can be taught something, then I can do this. You know, and also the truth that if you just make the decision to be good at it, to be good at network marketing, then you can learn those skills. It really is, you know, making a decision. But again, I was from the outside looking in as a hobby, kind of dabbling in it. I just didn't have that belief yet, because I hadn't put myself in the position to have that belief. You know, so what I did discover when I made the decision and I was going all in, the truth that I discovered was that this is an opportunity to really do life big. And like, I can't even emphasize that enough, to do life really big, you guys. You know, so many people, and a lot of you, and, you know, I did for a long time, a lot of people still have a job, you know, and I spent a lot of time tied to whatever it is that I was doing. And it started in college. As a college athlete, I say, you know, if you're a college athlete, especially basketball, you totally give up all your freedom, because no, you're not going home for Thanksgiving. No, you're not going to be around for Christmas. No, you're not going on in spring breaks. Like, you say no all the time to your family, to your friends, to yourself, because of your commitment. And so that goes into the same thing, you know, for me then with coaching and personal training. And you know, you guys can put this into whatever's relative for you and what you do in your life. But if you think about it, most people in this world plan their life around their job, right? So whatever, you know, if you want to go on a trip, if you want to be at your kids' events, if you want to go meet somebody for lunch, if you want to, whatever it is you want to do, you have to think, can I get off work? You have to think, I have to find somebody to cover for me. Your entire life, I'm not saying necessarily you guys, but in general, most people live life planning their life around their job. And I don't, like, that was me. totally me. And I didn't know that there was another way. So when I say do life big, like, I mean really big. Like, do whatever the heck you want to do with your life. It's yours, you know? I feel like this gave me the opportunity to be the person that I was designed to be. And, you know, not that I wasn't. Health is my passion. Like, it's been in me since I was in high school. And so I knew that, but I don't think I was doing, you know, I wasn't helping as many people as I could, whether I was coaching or personal training. You know, now I have the opportunity to positively impact thousands of people every single day because of network marketing. And it wouldn't happen without network marketing. So it has given me the opportunity, really, that person that I believe I was designed to be, to really do that, to go out and do that, to be a beacon of hope to others, to actually live my life by design. And, you know, I have a crazy busy life, but it's all by design. Like, it's my choice. All the commitments I have, you know, I could totally choose other things, but I just can't, because I know now, because I've been in on the inside and I know the truth about what this business opportunity is. Like, I can't not share it with people, and I can't not help other people get there if they want to get there. It's just so exciting to me. So, you know, there are a few things. So, you know, how do you actually build that belief? And I told you, I wasn't always there. And some of you guys are sales coordinators right now, and you're going for SSC, which is where I was at the time that I was kind of teetering on my beliefs, you know, in my ability to do this business, or just in the network marketing in general. You know, that's where I was when I decided to dive in. So, you know, how do you build that belief? There are some like belief building opportunities, I think, especially conferences, you know, big events, getting to events where you are connecting with other people, you're making sideline friends, you're networking, you are hearing stories. Conference is an absolute must. And at the level that we're at, you know, if you want to become a professional in this, which is, it's a decision. Everybody's not at that place, but I feel like those of you who are tapping in and taking advantage of these calls and things, and you are there. You know, so being at conferences, staying plugged in, and you guys are plugged in because you're on this call or you're watching the recording. So anytime you have the opportunity to learn more, you know, if you haven't read Go Pro, I highly encourage that, but I'm going to leave that more for when Robin gets back from Vegas next week, because I think she's going to have some awesome things to share with us about that. But those are some, you know, just some belief building opportunities, things you can take advantage of. You know, for me, one of the best things I ever did for myself was believe that I deserve to live a big life. Again, you know, I grew up as a farm girl in Southeast Kansas, and it's, you know, work, and put in the time, trade dollars for hours. I had an awesome life, and I wouldn't change anything. I'm not saying that, but you know, it was a life that most people live, which is kind of Groundhog Day. You know, you're doing the same thing every day. You hit the alarm, you wake up, you go to work, you put your kids to bed, you get up, you wake up, you go to work, you know, you do whatever it is every day. And that's not, you know, I just feel like there's so much more out there. So, you know, that was really one of the best things. And I'm going to tell you guys, if you make a decision to do this, it's one of the best things you're going to do for yourself, is to believe that you deserve to live a big life. Believe that you deserve to be happy every day. Believe that you deserve to design your own life. You know, I believe that God brought this opportunity to me. You know, and everybody has a different thought process on how you came about this opportunity. But, you know, I think God brought it to me. Some people might think your best friend just nagged you for 7 years, and so you finally said yes. However you think it got into your life, it's there. And we are the lucky ones, is what I want you to understand. Like, we know about it, right? There are millions of people in this world who don't know about it. There are millions of people who still dread every Monday morning, who still hate going to work but think they have to because it's all they know, who have no fulfillment in their job, who just do it because they need money. There are so many people out there that need this, and we're the lucky ones because we actually know about it. So that makes me really, really excited. But, you know, and also don't get caught up in listening to what the world is telling you. You deserve to live life big. You know, I don't know about you guys, like, I certainly don't get excited about status quo. I want to do things bigger and better, and take advantage of this opportunity that God put into my life. So anyway, that's what like this business opportunity is all about. And I think for some of us, there's still a bit of fear, probably, the risk that you might be taking. And some of you, if you're sales coordinators, and some of you might still be relatively new to the business, speaking that way. But when you have built a belief in what we're doing, the risk factor is going to be gone, as far as like the risk of whatever you fear, social rejection, people, your village fighting against you, some people telling you no, that fear of reaching out and getting rejected, it's going to be gone. Because when your belief is where it should be, then those things aren't going to matter at all. There's really no such thing. I think there's no such thing as a risk that is greater than your belief in your life. So when you think about it like that, when you're approaching somebody, when you're sharing with someone, when you're reaching out, like the thought of rejection should be invisible compared to the belief that you have in your life and your ability to do life big. So anyway, that's like really what I've got about belief. I do want to share, because some of you don't know, kind of my whole story and why I think the belief like changed everything about this for me. Obviously, you've heard me say I was a sales coordinator for a long time, and I had a lot of excuses. I was like, no, I can't get on that call because my kid, that's my baby's bedtime or whatever. Or I've got dinner, or I've got lots of excuses that usually were based around like my husband's schedule, because he's a college basketball coach, or my kids' schedules because they were really young. I started before I had kids. And then when I hit national marketing director, they were 3 and 4. So they were really young. And now it's like so silly to me to even think about, because I'm like, they're alive, right? If there were a few nights that they went to bed a little late because I got on a call, I mean, what does that do for their futures? They're okay that they were alive, and they were fed, they're all right. But the few things, the sacrifices that we maybe made in a short period of time to do life big, like I keep saying, they don't even know the value that has for their lives. Like what that has done for them, they don't even know. And I hate to think about what it would be if I was still making excuses, because trust me, in my life now, I have more opportunity for way more excuses than I did then. But anyway, so we made the decision, and my team did go from sales coordinator to national marketing director in 6 months. And that was just a decision. It was a decision to be professional and to do this, be a professional at it. We did go from QNMD to NMD in 1 month. So we hit QNMD in August, NMD in September of that year. And guys, it was a lot of work. It was a whole lot of work. I had 3 events every single day on my calendar in the month of September. But it was a month. It was 6 months, and I had a conversation with my kids and my husband, and before that I think I can do this in a very short amount of time, but I'm not doing laundry. I'm not cooking. I'm not cleaning the house. I'm not, because Juice Plus is going to trump everything else. And it was so worth it. That short amount of time of craziness was so worth the rest of our lives. But what I want to get to that is the thing that started that 6-month explosion for me in my mind was one person. Just one person. Doug Barlow looked me in the eye and let me know that he thought I should be up on that stage. And that was so powerful for one person to do that. So I'm telling you guys, if you get nothing else out of this, believe in your team and make sure they know that you believe in them, because that is so powerful. And I have this quote that I pulled up here. Most of you have probably heard it, but I have to read it to you, because as I was trying to get my thoughts together for all this, and really, this is the quote that kept coming back to me. And some of you've probably heard it, but I'm going to read it to you. And I want you to just listen and think about yourself. So our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. we ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. My favorite part of that is this, where it says, and as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. Guys, your team is watching you, and they're going to follow your lead, just as the rest of your upline. But really, if you're the one who brought them into this, then they're going to follow your lead. So shine, do life big. Let them see that you're doing it. It's going to encourage them to really, to really do it for themselves, and to turn around and do it for their team. So that's all I've got for you. It's just a lot of stuff about belief, but it's all what's been on my heart lately. So if anybody has any questions, we have just a couple minutes here before the next call is going to start. But you guys can unmute yourselves if you have any thoughts or questions or want to add anything to this. Feel free.
That was absolutely awesome. Thank you. That's very powerful. I saw a lot of heads shaking, and this is great. So thank you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for stepping up when you needed to. So it's really cool. That's really cool. I was going to ask a quick question.
Yeah.
When you made that decision, what was it? Was there a shift in your brain? Was there what? Like you talked about so quickly, you talked about going, okay, no cleaning, no cooking, no doing, okay, we're jumping in. Was that part of the decision, or what was that click?
Yeah, well, honestly, the click happened when Doug said to me, Joy sees you up there, why are you not up there? That was the biggest thing for me, somebody else believing in me. But then I went home and, I had to think on it for a little bit, but I don't like to do things slowly and drug out. And I knew if I was going to do it, I wanted to just do it, like focus all in. It makes so much more sense to just do it like that, knock it all out. And so that was what I did. It was the shift that happened when somebody believed in me and let me know that. And then just making the decision that if I have to change my priorities. I'm not saying your family shouldn't be a priority, but my family became a bigger priority when I started sacrificing with them. When I stopped putting them to bed on time every night and giving them a bath every night. They're clean today. I mean, come on, but they didn't have to have a bath every night. So when I stopped doing those things, my family became a bigger priority. And they are why I was doing it, so that we can do life huge for the rest of our lives. So it was, shifting your priorities, but just how your brain thinks about those things. All right, you guys. Stop this recording.